Welcome back to my Zwift racing series, where in week 1, I finished in the top half, in week 2, I finished just outside the top third, and in week 3, I didn't finish at all, because I unfortunately wasn't feeling great, and I had to miss it. But we're back for stage 4. But yeah, like I said, I wasn't feeling the best last week, so this is only my second ride in about 2 weeks. I did a zone 2 ride, and now I did this race. So I'm only setting my goal as finishing it, not trying to finish in the top half. Just finishing it, but I'll still try my best. I'll start off the same as usual so that I don't get dropped right out the gate. There are riders just out front that almost look like they're going to pull away, but we bring them back quickly. I'm happy so far to be right up at the front, considering I'm feeling those 2 weeks off the bike. It still is really early though. Being this early in the race, the group is really big, which is often a good sign that I'll have a lot of people to stick with, or a bad sign that there are this many riders that are this fast that will all end up dropping me. As per usual, I get dropped a bit on a descent and lose the draft, so I have to try and catch up very quickly. I have to push over 300 watts just to try and catch them. I push for quite a while here, but despite being so close, I just don't have the legs to keep this up and I stop my chase. And then again, as per usual, I decided to resume my chase after having decided against it, but then I really have to call it, as my legs feel so heavy already. I wait for the next group who fly past me. They start leaving me behind, so I put in a small effort to catch them and properly join them. Which I do. We get to the first small climb and I'm still feeling pretty rough, so I use my power up so that I don't get completely dropped here. I don't try to push her, but I used it already so that I could get an easier climb and a moment of rest before I really need it. At this point, everyone slowly starts pulling away from me and I'm genuinely wondering here if I can even finish this race at all. I'm so tired already. After resting a bit and getting dropped by everyone, I push to catch the 2 riders ahead. I finally catch them, but it isn't enough. I want to try and catch the group, and I'm in a good rhythm, so I think I can do it. But clearly I thought wrong. Down the road, we get caught by some riders, so the group gets bigger, which is honestly great news. I genuinely want to stop cycling at this point as I feel so drained, but I haven't even made it to Mount Vesuvius over here yet. So I just keep going for now to see what happens and see what I can manage, as I'll only stop if I genuinely can't cycle anymore. After drafting for a while at the back, I decide it's time to be fair and take a turn up front, which I instantly pull out of as I just don't have the legs for it today. I'm not even halfway and I feel like I've already done a full race. Not great, but we're still going. Just over 1 kilometer of drafting later, I'm finally able to go take a turn up front. It's fairly brief, but it's the thought that counts. Quite a bit of a halfway, and I'm somehow still alive, and I've made it to the climb. Imagine being broken and you're excited to make it to a really steep climb. Cyclists are crazy, man. I wave goodbye to the group as I just know I'm about to be absolutely dropped any second now. We stick together, but I start losing the draft and I need that more than I need air for this climb, so I do my best to stick in that range. No matter where I went here, I couldn't seem to find the draft I was so desperate for. And yeah, I'm really feeling this climb. As much as I love the idea of climbing, I'm just not good at it yet, so I have a lot of work to do. I'm still trying to keep the draft from this rider, but Zwift is just saying no. So I decide it's time to take matters into my own hands and push up to the riders ahead. I get past one rider, but the other riders are still a bit too fast, so I just have to stay at my own pace here. Then a rider overtakes me and I shake my head as I can't do much here, but I try to get in the draft again, but it's to no avail. Again. He gives me a ride on, so naturally I give one back. Then both riders up front start riding away. I stand for a good push here to try and catch them, but as you can see, I'm really struggling. I'm not catching these two riders, but it looks like I am catching someone that has dropped off. Then I realize they've stopped. I shake my head as I'd rather pass someone that's still riding. I get overtaken again, but we're almost at the top now, so I stick with this rider. There's a small group here now, which I really want to catch, so I stand and push again. I join them, but my heart rate is close to its max, and I'm already pretty much at my limit. At the summit to the main climb, they start slowly pulling away. I push to catch them as they are so close. I do another big push, but I just can't keep on the power for long. My legs are just too dead. They are only 2 seconds away, so I'll use my power up and try to go all out on this last climb here to try and catch them before the descent. I attack, and I get so close, but I break. I know you're probably wondering how I can stop when they are that close and I'm in their draft, but I just absolutely had nothing left to push here. This is the most broken I've ever felt on a bike. It's quite a harsh feeling in the moment, but you can't dwell on it because the feelings of my legs are way louder. I need water desperately, and my bottle decides to give me a golden shower, which pretty much sums up this climb for me. Even though I'm defeated, I need to push to mentally still win on this climb. Don't think I could be more tired here without actually falling off the bike. Despite how I feel right now, and that there's still just under 5 kilometers to go, it's still a victory to have got over this climb at all. I really wasn't sure if I'd be able to do this today, given how I've been feeling lately. With the rest of this mostly being a descent, my only goal left here now is to keep this rider behind me, as they're only 6 seconds away, so I still have a job to do here. Close to the bottom of the descent, and the rider is only 3 seconds behind me now, but I can't let them catch me. You know the drill here. It's time to lock in. They're only 1 second behind me, and I see there's a really steep climb here, so I can be creamin', P creamin'. I know that's not how you say that name, I just kinda had to do it for the joke. Anyways, I've added 1 second to the gap, which feels much bigger than it actually is, and I get ready to attack. I didn't realize the gradient was this high, so I ended up having to stop way sooner because my legs just couldn't do it. And then he caught me. While this sucks, there's only 1.5 km to go, and I'm going to use the hell out of this guy's draft for the rest of this and then attack him at the end. He starts trying to pull away, but there's absolutely no chance I'm letting this happen. I've taken too many losses this race already, and I'm not going to take this one if I can help it. "400 meters to go, and I'm still on it. 300 to go, and he starts pushing, and I attack. But it's too much for me, so I have to wait to try again. 150, and I go all out. And I get 35th. He was ahead of me at the line, but I finished just above him. Not sure if this is due to ping or actual watts pushed at the time, but I did it. I managed to keep them behind me in the end. Based on how I felt, this was a massive achievement. And I of course hit 600 watts for the first time ever, and I got a new 5-second power record. So that's pretty cool. What a race. That was both horrible and amazing. Sometimes when you're feeling like that on a ride, it really sucks in the moment, but I'm really glad I did it, especially after having missed last week. That being said, these races have really messed with my training. I end up having to do a max heart rate effort once a week, and I end up wanting to recover for the rest of the week pretty much, as I don't want to overdo it and then not be able to train at all or miss the next race. So they've not been the best for my training. And as much as I do enjoy these races, I am still really early in my cycling career, so this is still quite a lot for me to do these races and try train. So I do need that time to recover, as it's not the easiest for me yet anyway. I do think I'll get to a point fairly soon where I can start pushing races more often and still recover well. I'm just not there yet. My main focus for now is improving my power, endurance, and overall aerobic base. So yeah, based on that, I'm not too sure really what to do with the rest of these races. As much as I do want to do them, it is getting in the way of my training, and I have missed out on a lot of recent rides due to these races. So I'm considering maybe doing one more of them, or maybe doing the races but not doing them as an all-out effort and rather as part of my training, where I'll do my session within the race and still do it, just not as hard as I would have. So let me know in the comments if that's something you'd be interested in, or to rather just not give it a go at all if I'm not going to fully graft it. That being said, I do also have a lot of videos on the way very shortly, so stay tuned. I also want to give a quick thanks to everyone. I recently hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and that's been a dream of mine for honestly so many years. So I'm so grateful, and I really appreciate all of the support. I will keep pushing to improve my quality and to keep delivering videos. I've also just started a Discord server for my channel where people can join for free, of course, where we can start building like a closer community where people can talk to each other and to me. I can post updates, and I'm thinking when it starts to grow, we could possibly even do like a virtual ride together once a month. I think that could be pretty cool. So I will put that link under this video in the next week once I get that fully sorted. And then it will be in the link of all of my next videos coming, which are coming very soon. So yeah, hope you enjoyed and see you next week.